Aikman.
That is a man's man. The dude, he reminds me of like a faster version of Brandon Jacobs.
Okay.
You remember Brandon Jacobs is just a fucking defensive end playing running back?
Yeah. Brandon Jacobs. Larry Johnson's a big one too.
Mm-hmm.
Just those big, but he's like
old school throwback, just power back, man.
He is if you and I dug up Men 06 right now with Donovan on the cover, we would go and we would create a running back. It's fucking Derrick Henry. Like, I'm pretty sure 12-year-old me made a 4'4", 240-pound, 6'3" running back at some point, and then just said, fuck the defense.
It's beautiful to watch. I was loving that game against the Patriots.
You know, so being that the Patriots are out, I think everybody in the world is happy about that.
It feels so fucking phenomenal.
Fuck them.
Fuck Tom Brady. Fuck his fur boots. Fuck his... I don't
Fuck your son. You kissed him. I said it for you. I can see it. That's what you wanted to say. Right?
I was going there. I appreciate that.
No. Fuck his son. Because you know what it is about his son too? It's those fucking hype videos that he does every week.
His son?
Like, so Tom will post hype videos on Instagram or shit. And like I think he had one about the Bills where he showed a bunch of highlights and he goes, "Great win off to Buffalo." And then he put the camera on his son, and his son did something really fucking stupid. And I was like, I don't know what it is about that kid, but I want to take his lunch money.
I don't know what it is about your face. I just want to punch it.
Just one of these right in the fucking face.
He's like, is there anything I can do to fix that? I said, no, it's just your face.
No, but like for me, like with the Patriots gone, unfortunately the Bills were gone, which we can get to in a little bit, but I don't think that they were going to win the Super Bowl, but the way that we played against Ravens, the way that we played against the Patriots, your two contending teams, it was the first time in my life that the Bills, for me, have ever given me that anything could happen attitude. And we had the game against Houston.
Yeah,
it was some mental mistakes, so I get into arguments about it all the time. Josh Allen made 4 or 5 throws that I don't know if there's another quarterback in the league can make. But at the very same time, he took penalties, he took sacks, he fumbled the ball. He did things that somebody who's played the position professionally and through college and through high school should not do. Ball security 101. Ball security is job security. Number 1.
Yeah, Josh Allen's decision making, and it comes with time. It comes with playing games, being in these situations, and you learn from them. But he made a lot of those throws, like you said, that a lot of people can't make.
Yeah.
But then he was doing like a lot of like just dumb shit.
Took a sack on 3rd down to take us out of field goal range. He fumbled twice. The first fumble didn't count because his knee was down, but he was like, they just tapped that ball. What are you doing?
Why did he do that cross body though? The cross body slide.
I don't know.
And then that fucking, and what is it? Was it in the fourth quarter where you guys was going down the field for the game tying field guy at this point? He did that fucking crazy ass lateral.
Let me tell you something. So we were watching that. And I think you saw my draft reaction to us drafting him.
Yes.
I was not pleased. That being said, it's not like I wasn't willing to give him a chance, but I was not pleased.
Right.
I've never screamed more in my entire life.
You know what?
He's lateraling with 1 minute left on the fucking clock, and they're about to be at the 50. Like, you only have 15 yards to go, Josh. You don't have to do that.
I imagine when that happened, I was like, yo, I know Nick is going crazy right now watching this shit. That was ridiculous.
It's even worse because I put money down on the Bills' money line. Yeah,
they had a game.
Did.
You guys, you get down into the red zone in the first half, those 4 occasions to come away with 1 or 3 occasions to come away with 1 touchdown and 2 field goals. I'm like, no, that's unacceptable.
So I'm praying Brian Dabble gets hired. Not like so when he has the opportunity to script, like at the beginning of the half or the beginning of a game, he's normally pretty decent on it. But it's those mid-game calls, like sometimes I feel like his earpiece is Booger. He's saying, hey, call this. Like when he called on the live broadcast, it's 3rd and 10. Booger says, run a draw with Frank Gore and spike it. Booger, it's 3rd down. If we run a draw and spike it, it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Booger might be the worst color analyst I ever heard in my life. That guy is fucking terrible.
He's stupid.
He's fucking terrible. I mean, I could do that. Hire me to do that.
You could take me. You could, like, if you ever play Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yes.
You can pluck me out of my office.
Yes.
On any given day and pluck me into the studio, and I would give a better color commentary than him.
I 100% agree with you.
I just don't get it.
Yeah, that guy sucks. They need to replace him. Like, John Gruden was good. They need to, like, find
I'll tell you what, man.
Yeah, do that again.
It's not something that I could do on command.
You had the face and everything. I gotta get a camera here. That was perfect.
So that's a hidden talent of mine, is impressions. I'll tell you what, man.
That Lamar Jackson guy.
That guy's really good with the ball, man.
Oh, shit. Yeah, ESPN need to fucking just throw a boatload of money at Tony Romo and hire him to do fucking color analysts for Monday Night Games. Because Booger is not it at all.
I think that Tony Romo might get into coaching one day.
I can see that.
I don't, like, everyone always says why, because of the cushy job that he has, but he never won anything, and he had good teams, and he wasn't a terrible quarterback. So I think he's still got that competitive fire. Like, he doesn't want to just commentate for the rest of his life.
I'm surprised that I wouldn't be surprised if he became Dallas Cowboys head coach one of these days. I don't think Mike McCarthy's going to be it, honestly.
Can you believe that Mike McCarthy had a sleepover at Jerry Jones' house?
Did he really?
Yeah. So he brought him in for, like, the interview and was, like, talking to him, and he slept over. And like I was like listening to a part of my take on Barstool, and they like said, yeah, like they always say, like, once you have a sleepover with Jerry Jones, like, it's over. And I was like, yeah, that doesn't sound weird.
What the fuck are you having a?
He stayed at his house.
It's interesting.
Yeah, shit's weird.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones, I don't know. You think he drinks virgin blood to to stay like spry?
I think Jerry Jones is multilingual. Is that the phrase? I think that he can speak a demon's language that hasn't been spoken in thousands of years.
It's something about him that just
but he can speak it.
Doesn't sit well with me when I look at him.
He has cult leader vibes around him.
He does.
Drink from this.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Jerry Jones.
I feel like he has at least once a year he just sacrifices something.
How about Jason Garrett too? Like not leaving the facilities.
I think
it's the weirdest thing in the world.
He took his soul. Jerry Jones legit like sold his soul to the football gods.
He like just kept coming around, like working out, like he's at the facility, like, oh hey guys, what's up? They're like, you can go on like any website on earth right now and it says that you're fired, but you're still showing up here.
That's so creepy.
That's why I'm thankful for the shit that we got going on in Buffalo with Bean and McDermott.
Yeah, McDermott has definitely brought a different culture to this Buffalo organization. I just think that I don't feel like that the trust is quite there just yet with Josh Allen and the coaching staff.
Frankly, it shouldn't be there with Josh Allen yet. No, I don't think Dable's called plays or given him sort of an opportunity. I mean, you were talking about it, how we came away with 2 field goals in the red zone. Like, Devin Singletary had 13 carries, and we don't have a wide receiver over 6 foot on the roster unless you count Duke Williams, who's inactive half the time, or Robert Foster, who's just like a gunner. Like, we don't have anyone on the team. And you can't expect a quarterback who's all his life struggled to make quick decisions and pre-snap reads to be able to dissect which one of his short guys he should go to. Because, like, I mean, how many times do quarterbacks just, like, Like, does Drew Brees throw up a ball and Michael Thomas comes down with it? Or, perfect example, Jameis. Jameis throws the ball up every single time he throws a pass.
I'm coming in to 2020 with Jameis Winston's confidence. Like, did you see his end of the season press conference?
Yeah.
That dude got some fucking balls.
So he said, the numbers are there. I just have to stop giving them the ball. It's like, okay. Every quarterback's numbers are there if you take away his interceptions. Like Josh Allen, I think would have had like 20 touchdowns and 9 rushing touchdowns. Like, yeah, I'll take that with no picks. Yeah,
right.
Give me that.
Right.
Fuck you, Jameis.
Jameis is something. I love that dude, man. I seen on Twitter. Right, want to eat a W?
Go eat it.
Ryan Clark, he posted on Twitter. He's like, "Yo, Jameis Winston is the only quarterback or only player I've ever seen that can keep both teams in the game."
Oh, absolutely.
I was like, "Yo, that's the most legit thing I ever read on Twitter."
He is a little bit more of an extreme than Ryan Fitzpatrick, because Fitzpatrick has his games. He had, what was it, last year for the first 5 games when he was just on fire?
Yeah.
And then this year.
Yeah, for Tampa Bay, right? Yeah.
And then this year he fucked over the Patriots. I can't believe that.
That was fucking beautiful.
I love him for that. Ryan Fitzpatrick always has a place to stay when he's in Lancaster.
Mm-hmm. Man, Fitzmagic is something different. I hope that dude never retires.
Oh no, me too.
Yeah, I hope he never retires. Yeah, where do you think Brady's gonna go? What do you think the Patriots dynasty is officially over?
I don't think I don't think that dynasty's over. People are focusing, well, at least in my opinion, people are focusing too much on the Brady aspect. He's been a replacement level quarterback now for what I feel like has been at least a couple of years, like maybe 2 or 3 years.
He is not. People keep going back to he doesn't have the weapons. It's like, okay, yeah, you can say that, but he's not.
No,
he's not Brady as you knew Brady.
So I think the stat was against Sean McDermott's Bills, he's like 3 touchdowns, 5 picks, averaging like 180 yards a game. Like, that's not Tom Brady. That's a Bills quarterback. That's J.P. Lossman. That's Nathan Peterman. That is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Well, no, not
Emmanuel.
EJ, I felt so bad for EJ. I'll never forget that I went to the Thursday night game against the Jets, and that was a Bruce Smith. He was getting his name put up on the wall that game, and it's like 4th and 1. Tyrod goes out, but the offense is still out there. We're like, what the fuck? EJ trots out. Boo! Everyone in the stadium is booing. EJ Manuel gets him to go off sides with a hard count. Trots right back over the sideline, and Tyrod comes back out, and we were all cheering for him when he went off.
I remember that.
I will never forget that, because it's like, yo, we have a first-round pick who's literally just here for hard counts. That's all that he was there for. We could have had a better backup quarterback than EJ.
Yeah, that's tough. And then I went through Peterman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Buffalo's quarterback. I went through some dark periods, man.
So
Tyrod was a nice bright spot for you guys.
The stat that blows my mind is that during the Bills drought, the Patriots ended up drafting 16 quarterbacks, and the Bills drafted 4 or 3. It was Cardale Jones, EJ Manuel, J.P. Lossman.
What was the one dude? Trent Edwards?
Trent Edwards, 5th rounder, yeah.
Yeah.
So those were the 4 that we drafted during the drought, and the Patriots had Tom Brady and Super Bowl rings, and they just kept drafting them. And that's why I wanted to take a quarterback like this year. No offense to Matt Barkley, but he sucked.
Yeah.
He was terrible in Week 17. And he wasn't terrible last year when he played. But I mean, I don't ever think Tyree Jackson would have ever been anything. So that that signing was sort of eh.
Yeah.
But this is a deep quarterback draft. It's a deep wide receiver draft. They have a lot of holes to fill.
Yeah, you guys do. I think at
cornerback, we need an edge rusher. We need a wide receiver.
Yeah, I think wide receiver would probably be our biggest need.
I think so too. I think it just depends on who's still there.
Because y'all going to be drafting in the 20s.
I think we're 22nd.
Okay.
I think T from Clemson, I think he was who we were mocked to get, but I just don't see him being there at 22.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But it's a deep receiver class because you can potentially get a starting caliber receiver in the 2nd or even 3rd round.
I would.
So if you guys would like to trade back and draft one of those like early second round prospects, late